Hey everybody, welcome back to Landshark Garage. We got a lot of stuff going on. Let's get to it. Here we go. Jakey boy in the house. This thing's still in the garage. We're getting closer. Oh, bud. Last episode we were messing around with the doors on this. We got this one mounted. We got this vent window, new rubber put in. You'll never see that. That was super frustrating. Took forever. Got it done though. So about, let's say 9 days ago, we had a snowstorm that dumped about another 8 inches on us here in South Dakota. The winter has been super long this year. I think we're close to 70 inches of snow this year, which is, we average like 35 inches of snow. So in our other videos, you've been seeing the snow that won't go away. Temperature broke here the other day. About 5 days of good temperatures. We've got no snow on the ground in the backyard. This fence right here is a 4-foot fence, and the snow we had piled up was right to the top of it. So since we got a little good weather, I think we're gonna try and get our hot rod started, see how that goes, see how many trips we got to make into the garage. But you guys can come along. Yeah, we had snow. No, you're staying. We had water running every place. Had some sandbagging going on. That's all cleared up. We can almost see our camper finally. There's that old 49. There's my daily. That thing's plumb full of motor parts for this thing. We're 9 weeks away from back to the 50s. We're building the motor for this. Hopefully putting in a different rear end. Gonna put in a different seat. Right now I've had the old Everstart old school battery charger on my battery for a couple hours. So I'm gonna, I don't know if we ever talked about this. This is my battery box, a 50 caliber artillery ammo box basically. I've got a Group 47 battery in it, which has got the recess posts, and everything stays down underneath the lid of the battery. I'm sorry, the ammo box. But yeah, before you start freaking out and telling me that this is gonna explode and blah blah blah, I've had this in here for years. It's vented. Here's the vent. Vents out the bottom, so gases don't build up. It doesn't cause me any problem. Most of these AD style trucks have a battery under the front passenger side. Floorboard usually right here, but we switched that out. Oh, it smells good in here. It must be them dryer sheets. So yeah, let's give this a crank and see what happens to it. It'd be nice to move it. We're gonna move this. Oh, the wind never stops. This is L68. We're gonna try and get that out of there today. Trying to do some planning. Oh yeah, I suppose, you know, it's been sitting here since what, October, something like that. Better take a look, check the oil. Yep, that's all right. Yep, looks like there's fluid in that. Transmission definitely going to be low. Normal turbo 350 things, when they sit, they leave a big nasty puddle. So see what happens. That spare takes up so much less room than a full-size spare. You know, just driving around with the dryer sheets in it. Give her 1,000 pumps. So This got electric fuel pump that feeds the old 350. 2-barrel Rochester carburetor. No choke. Got good oil pressure though. So we're gonna come all the way up to 30. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, we're getting close now. Got a flywheel that needs some work. Oh yeah, I hear it. So then you do this rock. Yeah. Jake's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Oh, almost. She almost took off. There we go. Got 40 pounds of pressure, but it's got kind of got a low end knock in it, so we've never really done anything to this motor after we put it in here. Actually, this one is taken out of a 70 Chevy, so it's either a 350 or a 307. That's one of the things we're going to do, figure it out by measuring it when we get it out. Never have ran the numbers on it to see why see if it's good or not, you know, what the engine is. But I got guys that are telling me it's supposed to be a 307 because it's in the it was in the 2-barrel Chevy, and we've got a motor that's in pieces. We just got to put it together and put it in this. I've got a different rear end for it. It's a little wider. We have some rubbing problems, but this warmed up a little bit. Take it for a little tool around the block. We're not going to go very far. Jake will get mad. He doesn't like that he doesn't get to go for rides. Got another seat for this. Kind of gonna swap this one out. This has got the OBS, you know, 88 to 98 or 88 to 95 bench seat. They're perfect for this thing. They work in just about everything. Nice flat mount on them. And earlier this year we picked up a 92 GMC that had a pretty good seat in it. We're trying to take the motor and transmission out of that for different projects. So alright, well, let's see if we got any transmission. Might take a while to grab a hold. If I remember when I put it here, it wasn't real cooperative. There we go. Turbo 350 in this. Hate to put it reversing back into Mrs. L's 68. That would really suck. Yeah. Probably gonna need a little fluid by the feel of it. All right. Yeah. There we go, buddy. So, quarter transmission fluid later. I have one of these low car fillers on my transmissions, and it takes a real specific funnel to run the damn things. Do you think I can find one? Mrs. Landshark's 68's got one, and scratch. And this has got one, and I actually added onto a radiator funnel so it makes it easier to fill. So it was getting some tranny fluid in there was a little more time consuming than it should have been, but feels like it probably needs a little bit more. We'll go around the block here. In the big city, right, Jake? Can't get too far. We haven't got no heat, so can't defrost our windows. Don't have enough tranny fluid in there to do a burnout, Jake. We'll take a cruise around the block. Yeah, I know. Oh, I wait to quit driving the Tahoe and start driving this thing. Don't have to worry about listening to the radio, because there ain't none. Alright. Now we'll go see if we can get the 68 going. Yeah, I know. I'm excited too. Right? Should we go down the alley? This little dirt ain't gonna make any difference on this thing. The snow is just crazy disappearing. I mean, we do have a little overland flooding, but it's just soaking into the ground. We were a lot drier than I thought we were, because usually we're dealing with mega mud. Here's that old GMC we picked up. Gonna take the seats out of that and put in this. Probably bone that out, take the motor and transmission off of it. Right, there's the old hideout. Waiting to go camping, but it's gonna have to wait a little bit. This extra land we picked up is kind of nice, so we'll just put the old 4.9 right here for now. Yeah, right, Jake? That was a nice little ride. Okay, let's go work on Ma's truck. Ma, we don't call her Ma, Mrs. L. I found my missing 1/2-inch flex head gear wrench. So part of my ulterior motive here is there's going to be a new project sitting here before too long that we picked up. We'll save that for a different show. Better take a look here and see what's going on with the 68. Geez, this one might be stuck. We might never get this one out. There's that rear end I picked up for the 49. So this is a 8.5-inch rear end out of a ZR2 S10, which is a wider version. It's got disc brakes. We're going to go through that, make sure everything's good on it, throw it in the back of the 49. Maybe we'll quit rubbing a little bit. So I don't know about Mrs. L's pickup. We must not have disconnected the battery. That could be interesting. That'll be fine. We'll tighten it. How's that sound? Anybody else got these turkey vultures? Can you see that thing floating around there? They're freaking huge. The wingspan's amazing. People in town are afraid that they're going to steal their dogs, which is entirely possible. Alright, so better close that. No snow in the back. These things were, both these trucks were completely full of snow last week in the back. I bet we're gonna need a booster pack for this guy. Wrong. Nice. This actually has a choke on it. Of pressure, Jensen auto exhaust, 400 small block, a little tranny whine, don't we all? Mrs. Landshark's only going to see this in the video. It's not going to be good, boys and girls. There we go. We won't drive hers very far. Some things going on today, so the tranny held up good on this one. That 49. I built both these transmissions, but That 49 just seems like it really likes its fluid, boy. So we get these parked in the mud here. Now people can drive by and go, oh man, Landshark's got the rods out, we're in trouble. But that'll give us some room, give the sun a chance to work on that ice that's there. Well, I ain't gonna try and get that 92 moving yet. That thing can sit there, but once this ice all goes away, we'll be in good shape. Probably won't be able to drive them now for 2 weeks. We haven't sat there, they haven't been sitting like that and with the snow covered forever. And this guy here. All right, I got it, buddy. All right, so that's a short little update of what's going on at Spring and Landshark Garage. Get these doors put on. Got our cab corners all, got the filler and stuff put on them. Shot a coat of primer on it. We're still debating on what we're going to do with this thing for the summer, just so we can drive it. We aren't going to be able to get it painted, but we might just put it in primer and cruise it and then paint it at a later date, or not. You never know. I was talking about the Tahoe's got set of heads, intake, carburetor, got a full rebuild kit, crankshaft. You know, some of that stuff, it's easier to buy faster to buy new than it is to, or not, yeah, new. I mean, that crank was just as much as it costs to turn one. You don't have the time involved taking it to a shop that does it around here. You know, you're at least an hour away, if not 2 hours away. So the crank that came out of there, we'll see what it looks like. Kind of kicking around the idea of getting a crank done and just having it on hand, because we love building motors. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, I got this crank right there in the corner. All right, so we got the hot rods out, took them for a little drive. Realized we had one whole other day left to work in the garage, and we made a conscious decision that this was going to be a no camera day. Turned up the music and we got shit done. So let's take a look at what we accomplished on Saturday, or on Sunday, I guess, the second day of our deal. This box hasn't been on this truck for at least 3 years. What we did, remember it was sitting up on here, we primed between on both sides, primed the back of the cab, we primed the front of the box, and then we put the box down and bolted it in with the kit that we had from LMC. We already had that door on over there. Got a tailgate, old school original. You know, we kind of primed around stuff. What we've kind of decided for now is we're going to finish the body work on the box, and we're going to put the whole truck in primer, because the box is red, the back door, and then there's a blue door, and then there's a black fender. Okay, so the hood is kind of red rust. You can see that over there. We got it off the rollers. We got these two side doors on, which we really thought we were going to have problems with this back door, but it went in there pretty nice considering all the work we had to do on that, you know, the step going in there. So we're pretty happy with how that turned out. The front door, you know, we've got some adjusting we got to do on all the doors. We're going to put the driver's door back on. We just ran out of time, but we were jamming away, and we're kind of liking the way the back is sitting right now. She sits pretty level. I think we're probably going to snip a few coils up front and bring the front down just a little bit, but I don't think we're going to go any lower than this, because I put that hitch on there for a reason. I want to use it to pull my camper and stuff like that. I don't want to have to do any goofy upside down hitches or anything like that. Jake's pretty proud of what we did. Yeah, but this is just Sunday. Decided let's get some stuff done. We don't want to worry about where the cameras are at. We don't want to worry about what we're getting for content and stuff like that. We just wanted to plug some stuff away because we want to get this thing out of the garage with all the projects we got coming up. And in order to do that, we just had to hammer out. So got her done, you know. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. It's getting time. We're going to get a chance to drive this shit. So never forget, drive your shit. We'll see you. Thanks for watching.